Hi, welcome to the video Java XML Web Services tutorial for beginner part 1 with JDK version 8 with me Namamin from codejava.net. In this video tutorial, you will learn how to get started with Java XML Web Services with Java Development Kit version 8. First, let's understand some key points about the API that enables Java programmers to develop Java XML Web Services. It is the JAX-WS, which stands for Java API for XML Web Services. The Java XML Web Services API includes JAX-B and JAX-J. JAX-B is the Java architecture for XML binding, and JAX-J is a SOAP with attachments API for Java. And the Java API for XML Web Services API is included in a Java Development Kit version 8, JDK 8. JDK 8 provides some tools that help programmers to develop Java XML Web Services, including wgen, ws import, schema-gen, and xjc. And in this video tutorial, we will learn how to use ws import to generate a web service client code. And to help you get started with the Java API for XML Web Services, in this video tutorial, I will walk you through the process of developing a web service server program that hosts XML Web Services and develop a web service client program that consumes the web services. And in this video tutorial, I use the following software programs: Java Development Kit version 8, JDK 8, and Eclipse IDE 2019 September. So make sure that you have these software programs installed on your computer. You can use older or newer Eclipse version, but JDK must be version 8 because this tutorial focuses on developing Java XML Web Services on JDK version 8. And here are the steps you need to follow in this tutorial. First, we code a Java Web Service class, and then we code a web service server program that hosts the web service. And we use the WS import tool to generate web service client code, and then we code a web service client program that consumes the web service, and finally we test the web services. This is Eclipse IDE on my computer, and now let's create a Java project for the web service and the server program. So click the hyperlink, create a new Java project here. Enter the project name as, for example, Hello Web Services, and choose a version of JDK is JDK 8 or JDK 1.8.0 here, and click Finish to create a project. Okay, so we have the project got created here, and create a new Java package here. Name the package as net.codejava.ws. WS stands for Web Service. Finish. And let's create a Java Web Service class here, and name the class as hello. Click Finish. And to define this class as a web service, we need to use a annotation web service to mark this class as the Java Web Service. So we use annotation Web Service from the package javax.w.jws, and then we uh, create a simple web service method, public string greeting. This method has one parameter, which is name, and it simply returns a greeting message with greetings plus name. And we need to use a web method annotation to mark this method as a web service method. Web method. So that's very simple. We have created a hello world Java XML web service using the two annotation. First is a web service annotation, and second is a web method annotation. You see, and you can see the package for Java XML Web Services is the Java X Java X dot JWS here. This package is available in JDK version 8. And next, let's create a web service server program to publish and host this web service. So create a new Java class here. Name the class as web service server, and check this option to create the main method and finish. Here we go. This server program is the console program that runs in the command line or standard console, and we need to define the binding URI for the web service. Binding URI is a URL that enables a web service client to discover and consume the web service. Because this server is running on localhost, so we specify the URL. Binding URI is http :/localhost, and then the port number of the server. You can specify any port number. Here I specify the port number is 9898, and /hello WS, and then we create a new instance of the web service class hello in our program. Hello service equal new hello, and then we use a static method of the endpoint class to publish this web service on the binding URI. Binding URI and implementer is a instance of the web service key class hello service. That's it, very simple, and we print a message to indicate that the server started. System.out.println web service server started, and the binding URI. Okay, that's very simple web service server program, and then now we can run this server program. Right click, run as Java application, and in the console view you can see the server has started and it prints the message web service server started and followed by the padding URL. And after the server has started, we can use the web browser to discover this web service. So I open my Chrome browser and I copy the URL of the web service here, copy and paste to the browser's address bar, and append the question mark WSDL, which means the web service description language. Hit enter, and you can see an HTML page appears. This is a WSDL, a page that describes a web service in terms of HTML language. So the web service clients can discover and consume this web service based on the information represented in HTML format. Here you can see the operation. The operation is a method web service method, and the portal is a web service class name. And you can see by default the soap binding style is a document. You see here, document by default. Okay, so that means our Java XML Web Service is up and running, and any web service client can discover and consume the web service using this URL. So far we have done the first two steps, code a Java Web Service class and code a server program. And next we need to use WS import tool to generate the client code to be used by a web service client program. So I create a second project for the web service client program. Find new Java project and enter the project name as web service client and click finish. And here we go, the second project is for the web service client program, and create a new Java package here. Enter the package name as net.codejava.client and click finish. Here we go, and to generate the web service client code, we need to use the WS import tool provided by JDK. In Eclipse, open the terminal view, Windows Show View terminal, and you can see the terminal view appears here. That allows us to open the command prompt window. So click this icon to launch a command prompt window. Click OK, and you see in Windows operating system it opens Windows command prompt window, and we can type the command java-version here to see the version of Java, and you can see the version of JDK on my computer is Java version 1.8.0 update 221. Now let's change the current directory in the command window to the source directory src directory in the web service current project here. Okay. So cd web services cd to the hello web services project. Sorry, change the directory to the web services clan project. Change to the source directory, and now we use ws import 2. ws import. First, let's check the version. You can see the version of the ws import 2 is version 2.2.9, and now we tie the command to generate the web service client code. ws import the flag keep to keep the generated code, and the flag p to specify the package name for the generated code. Here I specify the package name is net.codejava.clan, and then type the URL of the web services, which is here. Copy this and paste to the command prompt. So you can see the whole command of the ws import 2 here to generate the client code, and hit enter, and you can see it is generating code, compiling code. And now let's refresh the project to see the generated code. Refresh, and you can see there are several generated classes appear here. And open the hello.java class, which is a web service interface. You can see here, and you can see this interface maps to the hello web service. Okay, and now let's code the client program to consume the web service. Create a new Java class here, and check this option to create the main method. Name the class as hello client. Finish. Here we go. And we create a new hello service equal new hello service, and you can see the hello service class is generated here, and then get the service port, get the hello port that returns an implementation of the hello service hello, and then we can invoke the web service method as a normal method here, and pass a value for the argument. For example, I pass the name as name, and this method returns a string as a response. And finally, we print the response to the output system.out.println response. So that's it. A very simple web service client program. Because all the details was generated by the ws import tool. You can open the hello service class here and explore its code, and you can see it automatically generates the ws DL location here. that points to the URL of the web service. And now we can run this client program, run as Java application. And you can see it prints greetings Namaming. That means our client has successfully consumed the web service. And you can see in the hello service class here, it returns a string greeting followed by the name. So that we have done the last two steps for developing a client server Java web service application. I hope you found this video tutorial helpful to get started with Java XML Web Services, and don't forget to click the subscribe button to subscribe my Java programming channel to get the latest video tutorials. Thank you for watching.